I'm honestly so excited to paint today. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Humera and today we are going to be painting a bouquet of flowers because honestly it's been quite a while since I painted flowers and I kind of miss it, so I am going to do it. Also, in addition to the painting process, I am going to be answering some of the most frequently asked questions about painting and art in general. So the first thing I'm doing right now is just taking three different colors, that is purple, yellow, green and blue, mixing it with a lot of white and making it extremely pastel and as super light as I can, and adding it to the background with a palette knife. Honestly, it's not a palette knife, I just cut a card in half. No, in quarters. I don't know. I just cut a card in a really thin strip because I kind of prefer using cards over palette knives because it's a lot more easier to handle it. So I'm just taking that and then I am tossing color all over my canvas and just abstracting the background, as you can see. While I'm doing that, I'm going to be answering my most frequently asked question, number one, which is, what kind of paints do you use? So I use acrylic paints, and if you're talking about the brand, I use Winsor & Newton level 2 paints, and also sometimes I use level 1 of Artist Loft paints. Honestly, both these paints are amazing and super high quality. The only difference between level 1 and level 2 paints are that level 2 last a lot longer. Like maybe in the next 50 years the paints will still be as vibrant as it is today, whereas level 1 paints usually tend to fade a bit. That's what the Michaels person told me. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, I just end up mixing up level 1 and level 2 paints and do all my work, because in this painting the yellow are level 1 Artist Loft paints and the other colors are Winsor & Newton level 2 paints. So honestly it doesn't really matter because it all just works out together. The second question I get asked all the time is, how often do you paint? Honestly, this depends on my mood. So if I have school and if I have a lot of work, I usually end up painting maybe like twice in a month or maybe once in like a month. I don't know, it's all in my mood. But because of this quarantine situation, I have been painting almost every week and I'm honestly enjoying it a lot. Now what I'm doing is giving a base shape for the pot. And for this I am basically taking all the same colors that I use for my background and adding them as dark as I can, and then adding some white here and there just to brighten it up a bit, and then adding in some shadows. Like all of this is just going to be a bit abstract, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm trying my best to give it a good shape and add some more shadings here and there. Honestly, just play around and mess around with it because it's abstract. If anyone says anything, tell them it's a painting, not a picture, and get over it. While I'm doing that, I'm going to be answering my third question, which is, what inspires your work? And honestly, for me, it's mostly my parents and nature in general, because I honestly love painting things that my parents love, and my mom is in love with flowers and nature, and my dad loves abstract as well. So I usually tend to go with those kind of things, and also I love nature more than anything else. So it's just mostly like, my family and everything that's around me, what makes me happy, what makes my family happy, that just inspires me to paint what I paint. Okay, now what I'm doing is adding in some petals using my palette knife. I'm trying to make them as bold as possible. The key for this is take as much paint as you can, guys. Don't be stingy for this. Like, honestly, the more paint you have, the better. Like, don't take a lot, but take a good amount of paint for your petals to come out good. In the background, I added in some black and some green just to add in some shadings so it doesn't look super plain, which is like pretty easy because I just took a paintbrush and dabbed in those colors at the back. At this point, what you want to do is just take your palette knife, play around with some colors, and keep making petals here and there. Don't try to give in a lot of shadow and details at the moment, because you want to start layering up later as it dries. But right now I'm just going to be adding in some flat colors, maybe some shading, not a lot. Like as you can see right now, I'm trying to add a bit but not too much, and I'm just going to be adding flowers everywhere I can, different shades and different shapes and different sizes. Just I'll mix it up and make it look as pretty as you can. The fourth question is, do you prefer sketching or painting? So before, I used to sketch all the time. Even last year, I think no, 2018, I would sketch all the time, but from 2018 to 2019, I kind of got extremely into painting, and from then, I did not give up on sketching, but it has reduced a lot, and I'm mostly into painting, and I barely sketch nowadays. But sketching is good, guys. If you're into sketching, do it because it improved my skills of painting as well. At this point, what I am doing is trying to add in some shadows to my flowers, and at the same time I am adding flowers to both the sides because I want it to be pretty bulgy from the sides and not super straight up. So I am adding more flowers to the sides than to the top. Guys, you all have no idea, but it was so cold outside while I was doing this. In the beginning, when I started it, the sun was out and it felt super warm. But in 30 to 40 minutes, the sun was gone and it started getting so cold. And I don't know if you guys can see, but then in the background, you can tell that it was pretty windy and my hands started freezing so much that it kind of got numb and I could not paint for a while. So I had to go back inside and chill for like 15 minutes and come back out because literally my body was numb. Okay, while I am still adding up layers, I'm going to be answering the fifth question, which is, do you give art for free? No, no I don't, because okay, many people think that it's okay to ask for free art. It is okay if they're your close friends, but it's not okay if you just find an artist and go like, oh, okay, I don't have enough money, but can I please get your artwork? Like, no sis, don't do that because I put a lot of effort in doing these, and if you ask them for free, it kind of breaks my heart, you know? It's kind of insulting. So no, I don't give free art at all. Unless I kind of love you. Sixth question. Have you made self-portraits? Okay, so here it is. I don't do portraiture in general. I used to do it 2 years back, but then I kind of stopped because apparently it's not allowed in my religion, so I don't do it anymore. But honestly, even if I had the chance to do it right now, I wouldn't really do it because I kind of enjoy doing nature and abstract and flora and all this kind of stuff more than portraiture. Don't come at me, it's just my style and my preference, so yeah. I'm not planning to do it ever in my life, just saying. Oh, which means don't come to me asking me to paint you because no, I am not gonna paint your face. Thank you. This is not even interesting anymore because I'm just adding flowers again and again using the same palette knife but different techniques. Which reminds me, if you guys want a video on how to make different flowers using the same palette knife, let me know and I will do it for you. Only if I get a good amount of likes and videos. So guys, share this video, please. I would love it. Okay, I am going to be answering the final question, which is, how many paintbrushes do you use in a painting? Okay, this depends. Sometimes I can just do the entire painting with one paintbrush, or sometimes I need like 27 different paintbrushes. It just depends on my mood and if I want to wash the brushes or no. But mostly I end up doing a painting with like 5 to 10 brushes. Now that I'm done with my flowers, I am going back in with my pot and adding in some more texture and some more details, making it as vibrant as I can. And then I'm going back in with the flowers and adding in some more leaves around it just to make it pop a bit more, because the darker colors you add, the flowers will pop even more. So I'm adding in some dark leaves and a bit light leaves here and there just to add in some more texture, some more details, and make it look a lot more realistic. Okay, so I think I have time for one more question, and this is gonna be my final question, which is, what are the best social media platforms to share your artwork? For me, I personally use Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and I think my YouTube has like the most subscribers or like followings. My Instagram is kind of like okay-ish, and my TikTok is not good at all, guys. Like, it barely has any clout, which is kind of sad, but whatever. But honestly, I would prefer using TikTok at the moment because even though there are a lot of people on it, you have a good chance of going viral and actually making a good amount of audience on that app. Honestly, I barely have any clout on any of my social media platforms, but it's okay because I'm super grateful for the amount of subscribers and followers I have right now, and in the future, hopefully, we end up expanding even more and becoming a bigger family. Okay guys, so this is my final painting. I hope you all enjoyed this because I did, and I had so much fun answering some questions, and I hope you guys found it helpful in any kind of way. And if you guys have more questions, please comment down below and I'll make sure that I'll answer back. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!